What up? We back once again. Let's talk about trading and my new favorite setup. As you guys know, I always have a new setup just because I'm always testing new layouts out, new combinations, blah blah blah. I've tested almost every indicator in TradingView, and this is my favorite, man, right here. This particular layout here has been treating me very nicely. And the reason I think is because TradingView has this really nice indicator built in called technical ratings. I'm going to share this for you. I don't know why I call it Burn Warrior from a guy from Twitter named Theta Warrior, which I'm a big fan of. And so I was just like, I just called it Burn Warrior, but it has nothing to do with him. It's just what I was thinking at the time. But anyways, I got a combination here now where my buddy Jesse, who followed me from YouTube, we became friends through him messaging me through some YouTube videos that I've done, and he's a big MACD fan, but then he's also a big Ishimoku fan. So he got me on the train of Ishimoku lately after testing a whole bunch of stuff out. So this particular layout has my Ishimoku on there, which is just the basic Ishimoku. I just kind of color coded it the way I like it, and I don't have the lagging span on there. If you know anything about Ishimoku, the lagging span is the price action, the current price action, 26 bars back. Not a fan of that. I could care less about what's happening in the back. I really only like the cloud, but I do like what I like about Ishimoku is it gives you this conversion line, which is just kind of like a fast moving average, which is not really a moving average, but it works that way. And then you got a baseline. So I like playing the cross here. I've got them color coded black so you can see where the black line is in the red. So I like playing this cross just because it gives you a really good indication of the current trend. And then I'm using my multi-time frame, open, close, high, low, basically it's a daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly. And I'll show you what I mean by this. So this is going to be like right here, this is the daily range. This is a previous day range. This is Bitcoin here. We've just been tracking this sell-off here. But what you notice is that the trading patterns kind of correspond to these different levels. So we got the weekly range here, and here's our monthly. You can see where it kind of broke down the monthly. Now it's sitting at a monthly close, and here's the quarterly, previous quarter range, the close, the open. And here's our yearly. So these levels really help out to kind of give yourself some context about where an asset is trading, so you instantly look at it and know what's happening. So right now, Bitcoin, it's obviously in a downtrend here on a 30-minute. And so then on top of this, so now I got a 30-minute chart here. On top of this, I'm rolling with this technical ratings. Sorry for all the but and us too. The technical ratings indicators from TradingView, which is just built in. I got the basic one, which gives you this really nice different multi-time frame version of the technical ratings. I'm going to go through those in a minute. And then there's also one built in called this pump wave. So I put that in there, and it gives you the trend of these signals. So on the 30-minute. So I'm watching the 30-minute trend of the moving averages, the oscillators, and then the all signals. And then I can also see all the time frames. So it's easy for me to pull up a chart. If I see an unusual whales, you guys know I use unusual whales. If I see an alert come through that I like, so for example, let's just say we're looking at pen alert comes through, and I'm just like, okay, I want to see what this looks like. I have instant chart just automatically. Okay, so now I'm looking at it and I'm going, okay, it's an all buy status here. So the moving averages are all strong buy. The oscillators on all time frames are neutral. We got the 1 week is a buy, and then so basically it combines them all and says that they're all buys. I'm looking at the 30-minute trend. It looks pretty solid. All right, what's it doing price action wise? We've got a cloud forming here. We're also breaking out of a quarterly level. All right, and we've got a yearly level to attack here. So you got to learn the color coding scheme here. You can color code it however you want. If you copy this over, you can turn all these whatever you want. But I've basically got the daily is orange, the weekly is like a blue, and so this is a blue. This is a weekly level, excuse me. And then this is the light blue, the cyan blue, and then the darker blue is the quarterly. So it's breaking out of a weekly range, and it's still within the yearly range. So We got the yearly level there. So then I got levels built in automatically. I got the trend on the 30-minute. Then I've got the trend based on the moving averages and oscillators, basically on all time frames. I'm going to show you what this trading view does for you as far as these technicals. So you got the 1 minute, 5 minute, 15, 30, 1 hour, 2 hours. So you can basically look at any of these with this. You can change them to whatever you want. So your indicator time frame, I've got the 1 hour, the 4 hour, 8, 12, 1 day, and 1 week. So I don't know if you need more than that or less than that. Probably you don't even need that many, but I'm looking at them all. So what they're looking at is all these different moving averages, and then it's gonna basically line up a buy or sell based on all of these, based on the time frame that you want. And then on the oscillators, it's using all these different oscillators, and it's gonna basically accumulate them and give you a buy or sell signal based on that time frame. So we've got the oscillators, moving averages, blah blah blah. I like it just because it's gonna give me a really good idea of basically all the indicators people use. It's just gonna combine them all, and I'm gonna see them on all time frames just to make a really good idea of whether or not this particular stock is in an uptrend or downtrend. Because that's what you want to do, is just kind of follow the uptrends and downtrends. So if I'm seeing all buys, they're not strong buys, but I see all buys here. I don't see a lot of red. I don't see any red with pen. Then you're sitting in a pretty good odds of success if you see an alert come through that's bullish. Now this isn't the most bullish alert. You know, someone's buying the 90 call for October 22, but so that means by October they think this is going to break out of this yearly level and potentially get at 290 or above 90. And I see pretty good odds of success there with that trade. Now that cost you $5 for $4.50, $5, depending on how you get filled. A pretty expensive trade, in my opinion. I don't really like playing those. I'd rather play one of these little cheapies here, you know, that you're seeing come through. Like this is kind of a max for me, like $1.30, something like that. But there you go. If you had some extra cash laying around and you want a decent, you know, monthly, it's a pretty good monthly right there, I would say. And it looked like it performed pretty well here today too. So really nice visual layout with levels already preset, and then you've also got all the multiple time frames built in. So if you want this layout, by all means you can have it. Be sure to sign up for Unusual Whales as well to get these alerts. It's only like $39 a month. I would highly recommend signing up. He's always running sales and stuff like that too. So link in the description for that as well. And if you like this video, make sure to obviously like and subscribe and follow me on Twitter. Peace.